Howdy folks. So I needed a new crown stapler and my ball stitch is out of service right now for a cracked valve, so Hobo Freight to the rescue. This is the Banks 18 gauge now crown stapler, and right now it is $29 on sale as of, what's today, July 26th, 2025. So here's our reference guide. It's good for 18 gauge quarter-inch crowns between 5/8 and 1.5 inches. I've got both of those right here. I've got, well, quarter-inch and 1.5 inch to test it with. Working air range is 60 to 100 psi. We're going to try it at varying ranges. 2.8 pounds, so it's actually really light. So let's go ahead and get to unboxing. I've already peeled this open for video's sake, but it's got a nice little, little seal on here. Let's open her up and see what the packaging looks like. We have our destruction manual, which we will promptly throw away. Okay, we've got our box. Some corner packaging, which also gets thrown away immediately. We have some Allen wrenches. If I read the destruction manual, I'd know what those were for. And here's our nice stapler. French. Oil daily or warranty is void. How would they know if you oiled it daily or just right before you warrantied it? We're doing neither, so that's just fine. Prevent jams. We can read that if you want to. Clean magazine after every use. Nice. Pretty sweet. Load our staples in here. We close it up. Trigger has a nice detent. And safety does seem to work. Yes, it does. Check it out. Both sides of the Banks crown stapler. Quarter-inch, 18 gauge. So I'll get it all hooked up here, and I'll dial it into 60 psi to start, and I'll be back in a second. Just for safety's sake, I usually load staple guns, nail guns, or anything with the air disconnected. For obvious reasons. Same thing like a gun. So I'm going to load up here some of the 3/4 inch staples first at 60 psi. Let's see how dialed in we are. Alright, they load right in. And there we go, it goes in pretty sweet. Let's get it. So this is just some 3/4 inch laminated plywood, old stuff that we ripped out while renovating. So if we drive it all the way in, I shouldn't really be able to feel much on the backside. Let me watch my toes here, and we're going to drive one in. Wow, check that out. 60 psi. Perfect. Drove us. Wow, I'm actually impressed. That is actually perfect. That's exactly where you... Let's just do another one, make sure it wasn't a fluke. No, 60 psi drives a 3/4 inch staple 3/4 inches and does not come through the bag. Cool. Well, let's unload the 3/4, and we're gonna put some 1.5 in there because that's all I have. So here's the 1.5 staples. Drop them in. Loads perfect. I do not expect these to drive all the way. So let's go close to the edge, watch my toes. Excuse me? I am thoroughly impressed. It's a tad undershot, so I would need to dial in probably about 70 psi. So let's come over here to my Harbor Freight compressor. We're at about 65. Let's go 70. See what 70 psi does for us. That's it. 70 psi drives perfect and flat. That's honestly impressive. 1.5 crowns with the Banks stapler. I mean, let's see how fast you can fire them off. As fast as you want to. And they are all perfectly driven. Slightly underdriven on a few of these. It's probably because of the angle I had it. And maybe the rapid firing. Let's see what my compressor is at right now. Yeah, let's drive it up to 90, which is where most people use their air guns and whatnot at. Let's see what 90 gives us. Yeah, 90's okay. Slightly overdriven, but most people probably would prefer that. Yeah, I'd say the sweet spot on this, unless you're going into another material, right now for this is 90 psi. Thoroughly impressed. 1.5 is about 80 to 85 psi to drive it through this 3/4 inch ply, and the 3/4 inches, 60 psi, or about 65, was perfect. So that's our short little review on the Banks stapler from Harbor Freight. Go grab one right now for $29, and I don't think you will be mad. Peace out.